Good morning, my name is Kira Smith, and this is my informative speech. Imagine walking into a classroom on the first day of college and immediately seeing professors who look like you, classmates who share similar cultural experiences, and traditions that reflect your history instead of ignoring it. For many black students across the country, that experience is rare at predominantly white institutions. However, at historically black colleges and universities, also known as HBCUs, that experience is the norm. Today, I will be informing you about the roles HBCUs play in creating a sense of belonging for black students. Specifically, I will discuss the historical foundation of HBCUs, how they foster culture, identity, and community, and how that sense of belonging impacts academic success and mental well being. First, it is important to understand the historical foundation of HBCUs. HBCUs were primarily founded after the Civil War to provide educational opportunities to formerly enslaved African Americans who were denied access to predominantly white institutions. These schools were intentionally created as safe and supportive spaces during segregation and when black students were legally excluded from colleges and universities. According to the National Center for Education Statistics, there are just over 100 HBCUs in the United States today. Although they represent only about 3% of all colleges and universities, they produce a significant percentage of black professionals in fields such as law, medicine, education, and STEM. Organizations like the Thurgood Marshall Fund also emphasize that HBCUs were established not only to educate, but to uplift and empower black communities. From their beginning, these institutions were designed to cultivate opportunity in environments where students were valued. Now that we understand how HBCUs were founded, let's look at how they foster culture, identity, and community today. One of the strongest ways HBCUs create belonging is through culture affirmation. At HBCUs, black culture is not something students have to explain or defend, it is celebrated. Traditions such as homecoming, step shows, marching bands, and Black Greek life reinforce pride and shared identity. Research published in the Journal of College Student Development shows that students at HBCUs report higher levels of belonging and culture validation compared to students at predominantly white institutions. This is largely because representation matters. Seeing black faculty, administrators, and peers in leadership positions reduces feelings of isolation and stereotype threat. In environments where students feel understood, they are more likely to engage socially and academically instead of feeling like they have to prove they belong. Students at HBCUs often feel that belonging is already assumed. This strong culture foundation also connects directly to academic and psychological outcomes. A sense of belonging has been consistently linked to higher academic performance, stronger mental health, and increased student retention. According to a Gallup and Purdue University study, black graduates of HBCUs are more likely to report feeling supported by their professors and prepared for life after college compared to students of non HBCUs. Additionally, data from the National Center for Education Statistics show that HBCUs produce a disproportionate number of black graduates in STEM fields. This suggests that when students feel supported and are affirmed, they are more likely to persist in challenging academic programs. Belonging also impacts mental health. When students feel seen and valued, they experience lower levels of racial stress and social isolation. That psychological safety allows them to focus more energy on learning and growth rather than survival. So, today we explored three major aspects of this topic. First, we discussed the historical foundation of HBCUs and why they were created. Second, we examined how HBCUs foster cultural identity and community. And finally, we looked at how strong sense of belonging contributes to academic success and overall well-being. In conclusion, HBCUs are more than institutions of higher education. They are environments intentionally built to affirm identity, cultivate community, and support achievement. For many black students, they are not simply colleges, they are spaces where belonging is built into the foundation. Thank you.